Hey guys, I have another super fun KDP tutorial for you today. I want to teach you how you can create these super cute and very original maze pages that you can use for your own KDP books or that you can sell as digital downloadable on Etsy and in any other marketplace that you like. This is a super profitable niche to get into because maze books are super popular these days, and once you learn how to create your own, you can sell it in many different ways. So in this tutorial, I will show you how you can achieve 4 different types of mazes, from the most simple one to the most complex, so that you will have the knowledge to create your own unique version of it. And you can achieve all of this without spending a single penny to purchase the mazes software, which many YouTubers are promoting these days. Because in this tutorial, I will be mostly using Keynote, which is a free software that comes with your Mac computer. So if you are a Mac owner, you already have this software for free. Otherwise, I'm gonna give you a second option. So if you don't have a Mac, you can still use PowerPoint, which is the equivalent of Keynote. And yes, it is a subscription kind of software, but it is much cheaper to pay for a small monthly membership than to purchase a whole entire software. And you can also take advantage of the initial free trial that they offers. So there's definitely options for any type of circumstance. And nothing negative to say about the maze software, because per se it's very useful, but I think as a beginner it's an expense that you can easily avoid and it's not necessary, and it's mostly oriented to people that bulk produce, a large quantity of books. However, as a beginner you don't really need this type of investment yet, and you can definitely create beautiful mazes completely for free in a matter of minutes. Alright, so let's start creating our first maze, and the very first things we need to do is to go, of course, inside Keynote. So let's open our software and let's create a new page. So let's assume that we want to create our maze page with an 8 by 11 inches kind of size. Obviously, if you prefer a different size, you just have to change it. Super easy. So you know that Keynote, it's like a presentation kind of software, just like PowerPoint. And that's why by default you have this kind of landscapey screen size, which is usually perfect, even for YouTube videos and any type of like business presentation that you want to create. So we have to change our page size, and Keynote works with points, so that's the metrics they use in this software. So all we have to do is to click on Documents, and now we have this widescreen 16 by 9 default kind of sizing, so we want to change that. And so we just click on Custom Slide Size. And here, as you can see, they use points. So the way how you convert inches into points is by multiplying inches by 72. So let's grab our calculator. So if we want to work with an 8 by 11 inches, we have to multiply 8 by 72. And 576 is our width. And then we do the same with 11. And this is our height, so 792. Then you press OK. And as you can see, your page have completely different sizing. Also, we can zoom out to have a better view of our page. So let's go down to 7, no, maybe this is too small. So 100%, or maybe 125 will do. This is perfect. Okay, so now that we have our perfect page, we can start creating on it. So, as mentioned, I want to show you how to create 4 different types of mazes. I will start from this one, this Halloween one, since Halloween is just around the corner and this is the most simplistic. So let's start from the easiest and progressively, upgrade into a more complex kind of maze. So here, this is it. So I want to show you how you can create this super cute Halloween theme maze. And as you can see, this is a color maze, which is a bit more fun and a bit different from what you see in other tutorials. But obviously, if you prefer to stick with the black and white and create some sort of a coloring page maze, you can just convert these same exact mazes that I'm gonna teach you to create in black and white. It's super easy. It's exactly the same process, but without color filling in your clip arts, essentially. And as you can see, this maze has 3 different kind of roads, but only one is gonna lead the witch to her cauldron. And obviously you can make your mazes as easy or as complex as you like. So you can add more road options or like more entry or exit points. It's up to you as for everything else, and it's even very much linked to the age group of audience you are creating these mazes for. So if your target audience is like 5 years old children, you're gonna try to make your mazes a little more simple, and vice versa, you're gonna try to make more challenging mazes for older kids so that is not too boring for them. So always keep in mind your target audience, because those are ultimately your customers that create conversions for your book sales. So let me try to keep this on the side so that you can see exactly what I'm trying to recreate and we can have a reference. I really want to make it just identical because I've created these mazes purposely for this tutorial, and I just want to show you how easy it is to recreate exactly the same roadmap that you can see in this Halloween maze. So starting literally from creating the basic road lines, all you have to do is to click on shapes and click on these pen tools right here. And this pen, if you start clicking at random, and then you double click to end your line, you have full control of how you can reshape your line. So let me show you what I mean. If I double click on this little square right here, it's gonna round your corners. And so it's very easy for you to create beautiful curves. And then you can move them around and reshape them however you like. So easy. And then of course, to adjust the thickness, you can just go on format, here the little brush icon right here, and you can just increase the thickness of your line right here. And then you can also change the color if you want, which is a feature you have to pay quite a lot of money to have in the Maze software, while here on Keynote is completely free. And as you can see, you have full control of any aspect of your maze, from color to shape to everything literally. So let's just go back to the black, and I think this is a pretty decent thickness. We can make it 4 points just to make it slightly thicker. Okay, let me just change because this line goes this way, so let me try to recreate that. Okay, and I think it's pretty decent. So if you notice, this line actually lead to the other hands. So these two are connected, and the one in the middle is the actual exact road that the witch should take, to reach her cauldron. So this part has been done. The only things missing, of course, are these little dots in the beginning and in the end, and the way how you achieve that is still on your right panel where you have all the control options. You can select the type of line, you can select, of course, the color of the line, you can select the thickness of the line, as we already saw, and you can also select the ending of the line. So end points, as you can read right here, it is by default on none, and then you can choose any type of ending point. You can also select a square if you prefer. I think a dot is more, cute. And so you can also select an endpoint just in one side and not in both endings. It's up to you. You have full control, once again, of your maze by using Keynote, and that's why I love it so much, because there's so many people that are not taking advantage of Keynote. They probably don't even know they have it and how much you can create with it. And if you only learn how to use it, you can create so many beautiful things for free without having to purchase any external software. Okay, so we have the first line made. Now let's create the one in the middle, and of course we're gonna repeat the same exact process. And voila, we have our roads already pre-made. You can also, group them and center them a little better in your page. Obviously, you need space for your clip arts, to make it more visually appealing and create kind of a storytelling around your maze, because the type of maze that have a story around it are more engaging, more fun for children. They're not as boring as those black and white and very minimalistic kind of mazes. So you want to create almost a fairy tale around it. So obviously here you add some text to give like a purpose to your maze and explain which is the end goal for the witch to reach her cauldron, and then you insert some magical clip arts all around it to make it more cute. Saying that, we want some more space here on the extreme hands, so you can easily arrange and group both of these lines, and then you can resize them, and then you can center them again. And as for Canva, you have the guidelines that tell you when you are exactly in the middle of the page, which is super duper helpful and makes your life so much easier. And obviously it's not gonna be exactly identical, but the shapes of the line are pretty similar, so we're gonna work with that. Maybe I want a little more space right here for the spiders, and so you can see reshape, create a little more space, maybe a little more space here for my stars. Here I need a bit more space for the ghost. Okay, this will do. Then I'm gonna put my poison bottle right here, some stars there. Okay, perfect. This will do. So once again, this is a very quick way for me to show you how I did it. Then you can spend as much time as you want if you are a perfectionist like myself. But I'm just quickly showing you exactly my process, so that you can make your own version of it. So once you have your maze ready, you can keep adding elements by using Keynote. So you can create your maze start to finish on Keynote, or second option, you can export your maze lines and then finish your maze from inside Canva if you found it more practical. But let me show you how you can do it into Keynote. So you can change the background of your maze. So as you can see, this is a light gray. So you just click on the page, and then here you have your little colors options. If you don't see the color that you like among these options right here, you just click on the little color wheel and you can change the color, with any color that you like. So for now, let me just select this light gray, which will do. Let me just group again these lines and place them a bit lower, just like so. So we have space for our text. And the way how you add text on Keynote is just by clicking the text icon right here, and automatically it will pop in the middle of your page. So you just start typing, and I'm gonna literally retype whatever I've wrote in my first maze. So help the witch. Maybe there's not two here. Okay, so we have our text we can center, and then we have to change the font. So you can use any type of gothic or kind of scary looking, Halloweeny kind of font, and you can find plenty of free font on DaFont. These are all free fonts that you can download whenever you need. And there's plenty of options. Once you start playing around with this website, you will figure it out quite quickly how to find exactly what you're looking for. For example, you can go by theme. There's cartoon. As you can see, they're very cute, very like Walt Disney's, kids like, kind of fonts, super cute, very on theme. Then you have, old school, curly. See, just to show you one more, curly, meaning a bit like handwriting. So they're very pretty. So you can go by theme, or you can go more on specific. See, for example, here you have a gothic, which could be pretty on point with the Halloween theme. This could be cute, but I want something more spooky. So you can literally type spooky or scary, whatever words comes to mind, and you will definitely find something suitable. For example, see, these have spider webs, this as well. There's so many. See, bloody, spooky kind of fonts right here. Or we can literally type Halloween. So once you find your perfect font, all you have to do is to just click download. So we can try with this scary Halloween and save it, and you will find it right here on your downloads. So you just double click, you double click again, you click install font, and you automatically install it. Then to import it into, these are all my fonts, by the way, you have a fonts diary. To import it into Keynote, all you have to do is to go again into text, then you have the font type, and if you scroll down, it should be automatically available into your font options. So as you can see, it's right here. And then you just want to change the color, and voila, you have your font ready to be used for free in few seconds. So as you can see, everything is literally customizable. It's just a matter of learning how to do things. And once you learn, you feel literally in control of every single aspect of your KDP books creation process. And it's so much fun, because then you become more confident by the day and you start brainstorming ideas and so on. So we can keep this font. I don't remember which font it was, this one, but we can keep using the one that we just downloaded, which was Halloween, scary Halloween font. It's just as good. You can make it bigger or smaller, it's up to you. So let's make it a bit bigger. And now all we have missing are our clip arts. So all you have to do is to export clip art from Canva or from any other graphic marketplace that you like, such as, I don't know, Creative Fabrica or Vecteezy, even Etsy sells some clip arts, and then import it into Keynote. Or you can do the way around, which is probably easier. So you export this page and then you finish it inside Canva. So because Canva is full of free clip arts that you can use, and so rather than exporting one by one each clip art, you just export the base of your maze, and then you just finish it with all the decorating little graphic elements around it from inside Canva, which is a much faster option. So let's just export this page right here, and the way how you do it is by clicking File, Export to Images. So here is my basic maze, voila. And now all we want to do is to import it into Canva. So let's go into Canva. Let's create a new page, 8 by 11 inches. And let's import the maze that we just create. And voila. All you have to do is to just, resize it so it's gonna fit perfectly your page. And then from here, you can just keep embellishing your maze. Let's make this smaller again. Okay, and let me just put this here as a reference so that I know how to make it exactly the same. So from here, obviously you go into elements and you search for... Sorry guys, I have to quickly change my microphone because I have a little technical issue. But all I was saying is that from this point onward, all you have to do is to just keep adding clip arts as you like. Just take inspiration from other mazes that you can find on the internet or, from my templates. And as you can imagine, this is the fun part because you can just unleash your creativity and make your mazes as fun as you like. You just have to go inside elements and start typing for a keyword in relation to the clip arts that you want to search for. So in this case, we can just type the word Halloween, which by the way is just underneath here because I pre-searched, for clip arts in order to make this tutorial. So you just click on graphics. And here you have automatic access to all the many super cute, clip arts that Canva allowed you to use. There's many free clip arts that you can access through the free trial. You don't really need to have a membership, but of course, if you do, you have more options because you can use even the pro graphic elements. So these one are payment kind of clip arts, through the pro membership. And then all the others like this one are free and anyone can use it. And so you just have to scroll through, and have fun looking for whatever you need for your project. So obviously for the sake of speeding up this tutorial and because I've already pre-made these templates, I will find all the clip arts that I need in my recently used one. And so I'm just gonna shortcut the whole process. As you can see, I have my cute little witch right here. And so this one we can reposition right in the beginning of the 3 different roadmaps. And then you just keep adding all the other elements. And here is the final maze, exactly identical to the template I've pre-made for this tutorial purposely. So you can see how super easy it is to recreate something like this. It's just literally up to your imagination at this point. But before I forget, let me just show you how you can import custom fonts within Canva as we did before for Keynote, so that you know how to do it in both platforms. And vice versa, I'm gonna also show you how you can import and add the clip arts inside Keynote as we just did from inside Canva, so that you truly have full control and full knowledge of both softwares. And this way you can, have full creative power over any single project that you want to make. And so on Canva, you just have to click on design. And you have to go on the brand kit, which is where you customize, your own palette, your own fonts, and so on. And so you just click on edit and you search for the font section, which is right here. And you just click on add new. And then you click on upload a font. And these are all the previous fonts that I've already installed into my Canva. And so as you can see, I have plenty different ones, for any occasion. So from this page, you click again, add new. And here you should have easy access to wherever is your latest downloaded fonts. So here it is, Scary Halloween. So you just click on it and upload, and then click again and upload. And here you have it, the very first one. So as you can see, now we have a new font that we can easily use from inside Canva directly. And so you just highlight wherever fonts you want to change, and then of course you search for your font, Scary Halloween, and here it is. Now the maze is finished here in Canva, and so let's go back into Keynote. And here is our Keynote page. So from here, same principle. Let's assume you already have clip arts ready to be imported. So obviously Keynote doesn't have a clip art database as Canva does, so you have to import any sort of graphic element that you want to add to your project. So on Keynote, you can add obviously media, photos, images, videos, songs, music, whatever. So you need first to have a folder full of clip arts that you want to use, and then you import it inside your project. So here is my folder, and as you can see inside I have the exact same clip arts. So all you have to do is to either click and drag it inside your Keynote page, or you just go on File, Open, double click on the folder that you need, and you select whatever you need to import and just click, import. So the easiest way obviously is to click and drag. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna just click and drag all of them and reposition them as I go. Okay, so the little frog goes right here. Also, the way how you tilt, images and clip arts or any other graphic elements from inside Keynote is by clicking on Arrange, and then you have this little wheel. So you just kind of rotate the wheel, and as you can see, you just position your graphic element as you like. And to duplicate anything, you just click on it, and then you go inside Edit and click on Duplicate Selection. And there you have it. We've done it in both platforms. They are identical, and you saw how easy it is either way. So whatever platform you prefer to use, just go with it. And I personally, find both of them as my favorite platform. For once, Canva have a lot of extra features like clip arts, graphic elements, which are so easily accessible, from within the platform. And Keynote, on the other hand, have so much extra customization, literally from scratch, like starting from creating lines with exact, curves or shapes that you like. And so you have so many extra customizational features that Canva doesn't have. So both platforms, to me, complements each other just beautifully, and it's just the perfect combo for what I want to achieve every single time for every one of my projects. So I don't know, this is my personal preference. I'm showing you literally my method from start to finish, and hopefully it's going to inspire you and give you some insight, of how easy and how much more customizable things are in both Keynotes and Canva, especially Keynotes, which is so underrated to my humble opinion. Like almost no one uses Keynote, and it is such a powerful free tool that you have inside your Mac computer, and it's such a waste not to use it. I think it's just an amazing software that too many people, unfortunately, are overlooking or not using to its full potential. Okay guys, one last thing before I end this video. As previously mentioned, you can of course convert a color page into a black and white page if that's your preference. So let me just quickly show you how to do that. And you can just literally select each clip art, and some of them you can just, change the colors into white. And so they becomes, as you can see, the hat now, it's just black and white, and it becomes sort of like a colorable image. And that's how you can do it for most of them. This, unfortunately not. This as well, you can turn into a black and white image instantly. There we go. This one, for example, let me make it a little bigger. You can only kind of change the cheeks color, so I will go for a dark gray just to turn it into a black and white kind of clip art. And then for the other one, you can't really do that. So a way around it is by clicking, for instance, this witch, and click on edit image, and then you just kind of want to adjust all the values of your image by tweaking, you know, the brightness, the contrast, and so on. So let's start by bringing the saturation to 0, and then maybe we want to make the image a bit brighter. You definitely want to play with the contrast and also the highlights. So the highlights is gonna make those whites pop even more. And then you keep repeating the same process with all the other clip arts where you cannot really, you know, choose a different color. Again, saturation down, brightness up, definitely clarity and highlights. And then you want to play with the contrast a little bit. There we go. And you keep doing that for every single one. Okay, perfect. And the last one, you can't really do anything with it. So you can't change color, neither you can, for some reason, you know, adjust the saturation or anything. So what I would suggest in this case is just find a different kind of cat, and you can literally substitute, you know, a clip art with a similar one. This, for instance, it's a very cute and spooky Halloween-y kind of cat where you can definitely change the colors. So you can turn the pink into white and the brown into black, and there we go. You now have a nice Halloween-y cat that you can color, or, you know, any other sort of clip art that you like. You can literally, look how cute is even this one, this little ghost. And then you can even remove the background if you want and literally make the classic black and white color page maze. Same things, you know, you can change the witch. I did find a witch before here. And you can do that for every single clip art that you want to replace pretty much. So it's really, really fun and easy. And this is how you do it. Please do not be so dumb to copy exactly this template that I'm showing in this tutorial and publish it, because obviously you will be banned from KDP in 2 seconds. So don't be so stupid. This is just an inspirational sort of tutorial. Now take, you know, whatever you were able to absorb from this video and create your own unique version of it, okay? Don't ever be a copycat. You will never be successful. Be original, be unique, use your own brain. Okay, great. So I will end this tutorial right here, just because I don't want it to become way too long, and for the sake of making everything easier and more organized, I'm gonna show you how to make the other mazes in a separate video. And so if you want to learn how to make even these other super cute and more complex mazes, please stay tuned, subscribe if you didn't yet, leave a like and a comment down below so that you help me understand if you actually enjoy these sort of videos. And I will see you in part 2 of this maze tutorial. Bye guys!